Hi, my name is Junan Choi, and thank you for visiting and watching my YouTube. Please visit my website voicelidjazzguitar.com. There is 2 hours of free lesson, and after you finish that free lesson, there is a scorecard that you can take it. Then I will guide you to the next step right for you to learn the jazz guitar. So don't forget, after this video, look at the description below and click the link to my website. And I want to say thank you who already registered and participate and purchase my lectures on my website. And also my office hour, it has been 2 weeks, and if you guys are registered for my website, you can have a chance, you can participate in my office hour as well. So please check on my website that I am giving you many good informations in there. Okay, so last couple of weeks, it is only been couple of weeks, I mean maybe more than a month, I was talking about the Wes Montgomery, and I think right now about the Wes Montgomery chapter, the first chapter I would say, is done, and I want to go to the next subject. That everyone talk about this on the jazz, but no one really talk about what I am talking about on the jazz, which is the scale. And most is overrated in the jazz and the jazz guitar. Everyone talks about the Bill Harris, right? Billy Harris. His diminished methodology, his method, a lot. Especially the guitarists really like that ideas, but they don't really cover what he argued about the modes. He said the scale and modes, they made up, the schools made up to sell something, to get the money out of the student's pocket. And I strongly agree with that idea. And that is not only him saying it. Joe Pace said he doesn't know about the modes. John Mayer, he said that too. Also, Hal Gelper, the jazz pianist and educator, he said the same thing as Billy Harris said. It was a business, and they made up with scale and modes to selling it. And he said, we are in the business. There is a masterclass clip that Hal Gelper said it, so you guys should check that out. Not only that part in that masterclass video, every information in there is what I wanted to teach you guys. Okay? So then go back to the scale. If you are in the major jazz guitar major student or who are in the jazz school or the trying to major on guitar, this is your trick to master all the modes and the scale. And this is so easy on the piano, on the saxophone. So they have no problem to practice the modes on their instrument. But on the guitar, we are position playing. That's why it makes much harder than the other instrument. Okay, so let me show you just one structure of the scale that you can apply it to everything else. Okay, let's play the C major scale in one structure, same fingering in every octave, like this. So if I put the root over here and then 7th degree is right here, right? And that structure is keep repeating. And the other string, same fingering. Then we have C major scale. Alright, then G Mixolydian in 3 octave, right? So start with G. This is 3 octave, right? But we can go up. This is G Mixolydian. Anything in another key, like E flat Lydian. So E flat is becoming Fa. So ready? Mi fa sol la si do re. So from the Fa, sol la si do re mi fa sol la si. I can play E flat Lydian. This scale form I learned from my teacher Richard Hart, and my proficiency exam at Berkeley was getting so much easier because this scale form can be turned into harmonic minor scale, melodic minor scale, and it's all different modes are just starting from some degree of those scales. So now we can really use our ears rather than our eyes, rather than our hands, muscle memories, or our eyes to the fretboard. We don't need all of these. We can just hear the real scale. So the scale, okay, this is mother scale is melodic minor. It is starting from a certain degree, and I can use my ear to listen those scales, right? Anyway, that is our goal, using our ears to figure out what our instrument is going to sing. We don't need our eyes, we don't need our hands to guide in the music. We need to use our ear, and we need to train how to use our ear from the beginning, like scale practice. So yeah, that was my idea about the scale. Scale is great. Scale is good to know on the fretboard, but how we are playing our music is not only the scale. I wanted to show you that how the jazz musicians playing the jazz on their instrument other than scale. I want to show you that today, and that's why I played Donna Lee in the beginning of this video. Okay, let me bring my chart on the screen. This is a Donna Lee. You can see the top, right? What you guys need to know is about this tune. If we divide in the middle of every measure, actually this chord sound starts from here, this here, and these two, except from here. Yeah, we lined up over here. Okay, this is like this because the third of the chord is played right at this point. Every third of the chord. Not this time though. Yeah. This time, yes. Okay. So let me show you what that means and how even bebop player like Charlie Parker was trying to play his line through the tune. Okay, basically what I want to say before we going further, it is upper structure and it is all the chords that he is trying to play. He knows that he needs to target the third because before his time, tunes like All the Things You Are targeting the third of the chord. That's why he became an obsessed with playing the third to make a chord change, and he was trying to go up, not down. He's trying upper extension chords. Let me show you on the paper first, and then I will show you on the fretboard. So as I mentioned over here, from this being the third of the chord and this being the third of the B flat 7, right? What do you see over here? D minor 7, flat 5, which is we can say this is a tension 9 of the B flat 7, and then this is arpeggiating 3, 5, 7, 9, right? Or minor 7 flat 5 from the third. Okay? And this is also, if we go this way, this is diminish, A diminish 7 with flat 9. So if we have F7, the dominant 7 with flat 9 in it, and arpeggiating from the third, this is 3, 5, 7, skip the root, and flat 9. This is diminished 7th chord. Okay, this is keep happening. Not even on the dominant 7 chord. Look at over here. B flat minor 7 over here. It's from here. It's a root, but he is keep going up in third, right? He is playing D flat major 7, right? And over here, this, he's playing E minor, which you guys all memorized to know this by, how do you guys memorize this? If you want to play E flat altered scale, go up half step and play melodic minor scale, right? But look what they are doing, just playing up half a step and just play the minor triad. That is already making good sounds, but we need to focusing on this note over here. The third of the chord is still there, and look at here, the third of the chord, right? And this is C minor 7. You can say this is 3, 5, 7, 9. This is tension 9, right? Yeah, you can say that, but this is much easier on the guitar to play this music right. I will show you in a minute. And same thing over here. G flat major 7, right? From the third of E flat minor 7, right? And okay, let's see where I play those notes and where is our chords and where is our voice leading line. Okay, so I begin from here. Okay, basically the A flat major 7 chord is F minor, is another tonic sound. This is tonic sound, A flat major. And then F7, the third over here. And then I came down over here because the next note, the third over the B flat 7, which is D to the minor 7 flat 5. This is B flat 7 and my upper structure is right here, and the arpeggiate So my line, it goes from here, F7, B flat 7, so right? And look at my right hands. I don't pick every note. I use my left hands to slur and slide, pulling off, hammering. Every time the half step motion is there, I am trying to slide those notes. And then it goes to the B flat minor over here. This is a trick. Because from here, where it goes, normal guitar players, once you put your index finger in somewhere, you don't want to move this one, right? Because this is our positions. Nope. Right? Over here, this is a B, E minor. A little F minor over here. And then we came to A flat major 7. If we play the A flat major 7 like this, shell voicing with the fifths on top like this, and if we just don't play the root, this is a C minor. So we have a C minor from here, right? The next one, E flat minor 7 to the A flat 7. What Charlie Parker played over here, the voicing wise, is this. And then it goes to the D flat 7, right? So E flat minor, A flat 7, D flat major 7. This voice leading is in his line. This G flat major 7 is actually the Wes line. Right? C minor 7. If we play from the here, this is a perfect Wes line. Right? And by the way, this D-7 flat 5 over B flat 7, this idea is coming from the Charlie Parker and passed down to the Charlie Christian. Look at the Stardust, his transcription of Charlie Christian. Then you guys can see, actually I have that over here. Where is it? On the B flat 7. Yep, right here, B flat 7. This is the voicing that I just played it. And then what he does right after, he went octave up, same structure, going octave up, and then arpeggiate the voicings. Look at this. What he is playing is D-7 flat 5 over here for B flat 7, and same structure going up octave is this. Right? He didn't play the first notes yet, but he extended out this note and then make a line arpeggiating this. This is just this voicing over here, same thing. This is perfect example why we need to know the same structure in octave below and the octave higher. Like I said in the beginning of this video about the major scale, the guitar, our guitar fretboard has the same structure that advantage the piano player. Piano is a so almost perfect instrument because they can see, they can visualize the one octave, the same structure up and down, right? We have those structure too. And our ancestor, the founders, who begin this music on the fretboard, they tried and they really played that structure on the guitar. So we need to know, we need to get familiar with those same structure, same fingering in octave below and octave higher, which connects the diagonal way on the fretboard. We need to know them before anything else. So my point was that from the Charlie Parker to the Charlie Christian and the Wes Montgomery, he idolized the Charlie Christian and he did that on the guitar. As you can see, the same concept that targeting the third on the other instruments like Charlie Parker, which is alto saxophone, is really not easy to play on the guitar, because if I have to do it, then I would go from A flat major 7 to the F7. I would go over here and the B flat 7 here, because F7 going to the B flat 7 is just half step below, right? and then another half step of just one note moving down is B flat minor 7, and then another notes, only one note going down, half step is E flat 7 and A flat major 7. So this is, if we can see this structure on the guitar, it will be a game changer. Actually, it really changed my game on the guitar. So if I have to play this tune, then I would play like this. Something like that. But Charlie Parker, his melody already dictates that what I am playing. I'm just applying the same idea on the more fretboard friendly lines structure, which not I'm doing it, already Wes did it. Okay, so if you guys like my concept and my method, please visit my website and reach out to me that which direction you guys want me to do first or before I do anything. I have been doing this for 5 years, more than 5 years, in Korean though. I did this in Korean and now I'm just starting in English, so I have many more good information based on this subject. I mean, this method. I can cover the blues, rhythm change, or bebop, Peter Bernstein, George Benson, Kenny Burrell, Jim Hall. You can ask me any direction if you guys want to know more about the jazz guitar. Okay? But please, before you do anything, please register to my website, and once you finish my free lessons, then please submit the scorecard that I can guide you to the next step, where you need to go and what you need to reinforce to adopt this method. Okay? Thank you, and this is it for this video, and I will see you next time. Probably at office hour. Yes, I will see you there then. Bye.